wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
Let's go!
What? 280. Come on, let's go double count right here, double count.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run for the 1st time with Johnson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Room here to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now Allen. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Middle. Shoot. 56.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
12, 19.
Hey, switch gears. Check.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Sharp. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Right, 315.
Right, 51.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On first down, Wilson going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
Now Wilson throwing again. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. So we got man. Mike 40. Come on.
12. Check. Crunch. You guys, listen.
Check 43.
On third down, Swift, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 79 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And this return is... Going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Hey, 180!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Joker.
Middle.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives. In end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college Game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two in bounds in the NFL.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
36 power. Hayward. 51. Hey, come on now. Come on.
Now it's Wilson. The open man is Westbrook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Switch.
Further.
He's coming. Double up.
Got it. He's coming. Check. We got double up. Check three.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. On first down, Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a catch made by Johnson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Mike. 280. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jaguars.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
51 touchdown defense.
Rush in. Check.
Touch 50.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
Come on, D.
Go.
51's the mark. 51's the mark. 51's Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Now for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Swift, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Farmer. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Folk 319.
Mike Fofo. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Middle.
47 is the mic.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
What? 280. Check. I'll go special. Kill.
Slam. Check.
Push left.
On 2nd down now, Swift. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Push left. Hey.
Mike 51.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the ship, watch the ship, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, let's bring it, let's bring it.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Get him, get him. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Mike 51, Mike 51. They're not ready for this, man.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Watch the safety creep. Alert, alert, alert. Wide, get wide. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go to Johnson again. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Detroit, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.